Hello learner. In this video, we will understand about multitasking. Multitasking is an idea which we think and take for granted. Multitasking is essentially understood as doing multiple things at the same time, and it is considered a very simple concept in management that we should all do multitasking. In this video, we'll learn about aspects and details and nuances of multitasking. Let us start with an exercise. Take a notebook, a piece of paper, and draw 4 lines in the paper that you have, in the notebook or the piece of paper. Now on the first 2 lines, I will show you what has to be done, and I would request you to do it in your own notebooks and papers. The first 2 lines. In the first line, we will write the English statement, multitasking is a crime. Simple English statement. There are 20 alphabets in this statement. So in the second line, we will write numbers 1 to 20. Okay. And when you do this, on the first line, write multitasking is a crime. And the second line, write numbers 1 to 20. And then you have to time yourself. When I did this exercise, I took 32 seconds. On the first line, I wrote multitasking is a crime, and the second line, I wrote numbers 1 to 20. Now, after you have done this first exercise, we'll come to the second set of lines. Now, what we will do on the second set of lines is we will write the same thing, but we will alternate between alphabet and the number. So I will demonstrate what has to be done. I will write M, number 1, U, number 2, L, number 3, T, number 4, I, number 5, T, number 6, A, number 7, S, number 8, K, number 9, I, number 10, N, number 11, G, number 12, and I will continue doing this thing. Alternate between alphabet and the number. And you will have to time yourself again. So do this second exercise. Write the alphabet and then the number. Do it as fast as you can, just as you did the first exercise. Now when we do this 2 set of exercises, we realize very important concepts and ideas about multitasking. If you see, when you did the first exercise, which was writing the English statement and then numbers 1 to 20, it was comfortable. But when you did the second exercise, you were trying to manage 2 things at the same time. The time goes up. The time required to do the activity went up. The difficulty of the task increased. The second exercise, we realize, feels more difficult. I need to pay more attention to the second exercise, and the chances of errors go up. I am sure when you do the exercise, you would have realized that you either skipped the alphabet or you skipped a number. There were some cuttings when you did the second exercise. The first exercise was free of error. And the fourth very important thing is, if we try to do 2 things at the same time, our relationships go down. Let us look at this picture. This is a picture of a family eating food while watching television. I am sure this is a very common situation that happens in our households. We eat food while watching television. But what I want to demonstrate is we are actually incapable and quite inefficient when it comes to doing 2 things at the same time. Just like we were writing the alphabet and the number, we took more time, made more errors, it was more stressful. The same thing happens when we are eating food while watching television. You don't really recognize and realize what you are eating. You don't talk to each other. 4 people are sitting together, but there is nobody talking to each other. The relationships go down. So please understand, what is it that multitasking is and how it should be done. Multitasking should be done like the first exercise, doing one thing at a time. Write the English statement, then write the numbers. It is easier. If you want to eat food and then watch the television. If you are working in a meeting, do not watch your mobile. Because if you are in a meeting and somebody is trying to demonstrate or tell you some important idea and you are watching your mobile, you are being inefficient. You will not realize what the other person has said. We are incapable of doing two things at the same time. It has important implications for the automaticity. We can do only one thing at a time. So if there is an event that is unfolding in front of you, recognize that if you are not paying attention to that event, the way you are thinking, the way you are rationalizing about that event could be wrong. And then if you are not paying attention, you may think something improper. You may not even realize what you are thinking, and those thoughts could be wrong. If you pay attention, then you can think properly about the event and then take actions appropriately. So multitasking is doing one thing at a time, and it is important to break the automaticity that we have in our lives and behavior. Thank you.